Well, football is back and Newcastle FM24 beta save is back as well. What is going on there, guys? It can be here. I hope you are all having a fantastic opening weekend of FM24, watching football in real life, playing FM on the side. Name a better weekend. It's quite simply impossible. So I hope you guys are having an absolute banger. We're here today with episode 3 of our Newcastle United beta save. And I've been asking you guys for transfer suggestions, hence why today is a deadline day special. We've got Manchester United up first, away from home at Old Trafford, before Arsenal at home just after a transfer deadline day. Now, you guys have been putting a suggestion in the comments below. I've seen this on any EFC sort of suggestion video I've done and any Football Manager video I've done, as well. Everyone wants to see Serhal Garashi. Now, this guy has been absolutely smashing it in real life over at Stuttgart, 27 years of age, 7 caps for Guinea. He has been an absolute blast into sort of well-knownness, because not being funny, no one was talking about him last year. I think this season's got like 14 goals in 10 games. He's quite simply smashing up the Bundesliga. And I think, you know what? Why not sign Serhal Garashi? We're looking for a more sort of another player to sort of help out the attack. And I think we can have Serhal Garashi as our number 9 with Alex Isak in this left wing position as an inside forward on attack. We can make him, you know, more dangerous. He's so good at dribbling already, Alex Isak, and he's such a good player. There was a goal he scored last season. We may have set it up where he sort of picked the ball up and he almost did like a Bale-esque run around defender, got to the byline, cut inside, has shot. He is fantastic on the left-hand side, and I think we can train him to be one of the best inside forwards on attack on the left-hand side the world has ever seen, and it will allow us to sign Serhal Garashi. So we're going to be scouting him for today's episode, and hopefully we're going to be signing him before transfer deadline day, which is going to be in today's episode. Now, I have also just released a video on the channel based on the top 100 Wonder Kids on FM24. That video is going to be hopefully linked up there. Knowing me, I probably won't remember it, so find it on the channel. It's the last video upload before this one. And due to the sort of scenario of this weekend, I woke up this morning with a massive earache. I've had to go out and get medication and stuff. So there's not going to be a double upload of this today. But if you do smash 20 likes on this one today, I promise you tomorrow there'll be a probably tactic in the morning on the channel at probably 10 a.m. This video, well, episode 4 of this at 1 p.m. and episode 5 already will be up at 5 p.m. So if you guys absolutely smash the support, 20 likes on this episode, again, you smashed it on the first episode, you smashed it on the second episode, smash it on this one, and I guarantee you 3 uploads tomorrow. A tactic, which is going to be Pep Guardiola's 3-2-4-1/4-3-3, and then 2 Newcastle videos. So if you're interested in any of that, smash the like button, and it just helps me grow massively as well. So let's get right into it then. We're going to keep on scouting Serhal Garashi until we sort of get an update on him, and once we know what we're doing with him, we will see if we can sign him. If not, we'll definitely be signing someone, because we need a deadline day signing. We need someone brand new into this side. So let's get into it. Lewis Hall is back here on loan now as well, which is great. He's certainly going to help out the midfield crisis. So let's get into things then. First game is against Manchester United. Let's go. Right, so we've got a slight issue with Serhal Garashi. He's not interested in the slightest, which isn't helpful. He would be interested in coming on loan, but he doesn't want to leave. I believe he might have just signed for Stuttgart, which is a bit of a pain. And of course, they do not want to let him go out on loan in the slightest. So we have to pay all of his wages, and then we'll give you a mandatory future fee of, we'll say, £30 million. Oh, if we can maybe decrease this to 20. All right, we might get something going there. Board, look, stop. We're going to be all right here. Serhal Garashi will be an important first-team player. Look, that's the best thing about this Newcastle board. They're happy for it. They love it. But the question is, can we actually get him in? I really hope so. I don't want to sort of go for any meetings or anything. I want Serhal Garashi. He is the man we need to lead the line up top. It's just a case of whether we can actually get him in. It's just waiting, I suppose, to see. I mean, we've made the offer. I think it's a case of him accepting it now. So, he doesn't want it. He's only just signed for his brand new club, so he doesn't want it. If we can maybe get him in on loan without the future fee, no, we can't. So we're going to have to go back to the drawing board then. We're going to play this game against United first, and then we're going to look for someone to play in the wing/attack position. That's a little bit gutting, but maybe a January transfer signing. Serhal Garashi, sadly, isn't going to be coming to Newcastle this summer. So this team against United, we need to make it as strong as possible, because 3 points, aren't necessary. We have done so well to start this season off, so we're not crying out for 3 points, but why on earth not try and carry on this fantastic run of form? Trippier is fit again, which is great to see, and so is Alex Isak as well, which is fantastic. So Isak is going to get the start up front for Callum Wilson, and Trippier is, of course, going to start for Tino Livramento, but I am going to start Tino Livramento at left back, I reckon. Potential. No, we're not. We'll keep him on the bench. He had a very, very good game last time out, but we are going to keep the team as is. Miguel Almiron's going to have to carry on in that right wing position. He was fantastic last episode. United at Old Trafford is never going to be easy. Onana in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Eriksen, Antony, Rashford, and Martial leads the line over Rasmus Højlund. Interesting to see, can we go out there and pick up another 3 points? Kicking things off with a throw-in to start things off. Kieran Trippier, the set-piece king, finds Dan Burn. Finds Trippier again into Miguel Almiron. 5 more ball. He can to Anthony Gordon, who turns with an outrageous effort and a great save from Andre Onana. Great save in the end. Miguel Almiron, another great reverse ball, and Anthony Gordon's there to finish it off in just 3.5 minutes, but I've got a feeling he may have just strayed offside. A fantastic reverse ball there from Miguel Almiron, and he is just offside. Fantastic movement again from Anthony Gordon, who's been very, very good down the left-hand side, and it was actually a hell of a lot closer than I thought. Fantastic run, fantastic finish. A good start to this game. It gives us a bit of hope that we can come to Old Trafford and get a good result. Corner ball then for United. Eriksen whipping it in. Good save by Nick Pope. I believe that was Lisandro Martinez who got on the end of that one. Beating Dan Burn in the air, which doesn't make too much sense to me. We've got a little Leacher who is, an absolute legend, but Dan Burn should be winning the headers against him. Joe Linton bringing the ball down this left-hand side, finding Anthony Gordon again up against Wan-Bissaka. Does find Dan Burn into Kieran Trippier to Miguel Almiron. Left foot, great strike and a great save from Onana. Some awesome new animations in this game, I have to say. The goalkeeper animations look very, very good, and the new shoot animations look fantastic. Dan Burn, again, being a nuisance at that near post, nearly making it 1-0, but a good save from Onana, again, to keep things level. City 4-0 up in 30 minutes against Wolves. Jesus. Trippier, the ball in. Botman backstick, hits the crossbar. We're doing everything but put the ball in the back of the net. Anthony Gordon, another good shot, another good block. We really are on top in this one. We're going to encourage the lads because this has been a fantastic start to the game. You can see from the match momentum thing, we are actually on top. Another ball in. This one's probably going to be cleared away. Isak does do well to keep possession, and Gordon eventually loses out to Wan-Bissaka, but that is going to be that highlights. United on the build-up again. Great challenge there from Tonali, or maybe not. He might have killed Eriksen. It's a red card. I think it's the best thing we can do. We're going to have Joe Linton as a pressing forward on up top. Miguel Almiron could actually drop in here as a centre mid, I think, and we'll keep sort of an inverted system. It's a bit of a weird one, but because we're going to have Trippier sort of come in to cover, I don't feel so bad about having this role here. So we'll try something like that. I'm not sure how it's going to go. That might be the worst tactic anyone's ever seen in their life. But it's worth a try. We're down to 10 men then at Old Trafford with just 36 minutes game time played. And Sanchez Tonali being a 3-game suspension is not going to be helpful for anyone. No one wants to see that really. Bruno Fernandes in the edge of the box with good effort. But Nick Pope with the save, keeping things level at 0-0. This game is now going to be very, very tough. We're also going to drop into a cautious mentality. Anthony Martial with the front post header. And literally a minute after getting the red card, we are 1-0 down from the corner ball which came from the foul. So that is very, very frustrating. We're a bit annoyed because we started this game very, very well. We were on top, and you can see from the stats in the top right, same amount of shots on target, XG, very slightly different, but we certainly started this game very, very well. But that goal was going to be a big, big pain. And it's going to be difficult to get back into this one now. Luke Shaw on the ball, find a good ball on the side. Botman with the clearance. And, what on earth? Is this a bug on FM? I've not seen anyone talk about this on Twitter or anything. And I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. I've not seen the own goals. Twice in 2 episodes, we've had the most stupid own goal I've ever seen in my life. Alex Isak has basically just tried to score an absolute worldie. And it's 2-0 to United. We had it in the last episode with Kanate. And we've got it again with Alex Isak volleying it in his own net from the edge of the box. I suppose that equals things out then, doesn't it? After getting the 3 points against Liverpool. That own goal was definitely going to condemn us to not getting 3 points today. let me know in the comments, have you had any own goals like that? Because I've not said anything, and they've happened twice now in 2 episodes. Very, very strange. Right, let's just make some changes and sort of have damage limitations in this one. Let's bring on Sean Longstaff in midfield, just as maybe a Mazzara on support to go out and drive into that role. And I mean, that could even potentially be Joe Linton, but we're going to bring on Callum Wilson as well, and we'll bring on Harvey Barnes in that left wing role. It is difficult because I don't want to sort of push for this game too much. Goal difference is going to be important, and getting battered in the 3rd game of the season would not be helpful for sort of morale or anything like that. So we'll keep things fairly standard. I'm not going to go absolutely bonkers. We're going to keep things on cautious, and if we can get a goal back, a 2-1 loss with 10 men isn't so bad. If we concede another 2 or 3, it's not looking good. Good challenge there from Sven Botman, and we can get that one clear. But we really have been sort of pushed into the mud by Tonali on this one. So a little bit disappointing, but 2-0 isn't the worst result in the world. Good ball in there to Callum Wilson, not going to win that one. And United are going to come away on the counter-attack with Anthony Martial. He's got a goal today already, and he wants to try and get a second. Sven Botman misses the challenge. Anthony now on the ball, finds the edge of the box to Eriksson. Good strike, but over the bar. And now Scooby-Doo's got McTominay coming on to replace him. Right then, United with the build-out from the back. Onana into Martinez. Can we maybe get a high press system on here and try and stop him from building out? They've done quite well to build past us there, but we're going to... Shah comes across to get the ball, and it's deflection that falls to Rashford, which then goes back to Bissaka, into Casemiro, to Leacher. United playing this 3-2-4-1 formation as well is quite nice to see. Luke Shaw down this left-hand side. What can he do? Finds the ball back into Casemiro, into Rashford. Great ball to Anthony, and they've pulled us apart there, pillar to post, and they've made it 3-0 in the 83rd minute. And not a very good performance in this one. Tried to sort of keep things as close as possible while being down to 10 men, but it's not been easy, and I'm not disappointed with this result too much, to be honest. I didn't expect, as soon as we went down to 10 men, to get anything from this one. And at the start of the game, I probably was expecting a point. Now, after 10 men, it's not the end of the world. 3 points dropped against Manchester United, but a very, very strong side. Let's now see what we can do to strengthen this side before the deadline day. And then we've got another massive game coming up against Arsenal in literally just after deadline day. So let's have a little look for some players. I'll bring you guys back a short list that I've been looking at, and then hopefully we can get someone in before deadline day. So I've been doing some looking on wingers and strikers that can make an impact off the bench, and we'll certainly level this team up. I've seen someone like Johan Bakayoko at PSV, who I think looks fantastic, but maybe doesn't have that end product and technical ability that I was looking for, and I stumbled across this guy, Matthias Tell at Bayern Munich. He's an absolutely fantastic striker and goal scorer, and we can get him in on loan on quite a reasonable actual sort of terms. I mean, I've just absolutely messed that up trying to show you guys, but we've got him on loan. We're just paying his wages and paying around 250k a month, so it's going to be about £3 or £4 million to get him in. No future fee or anything like that, just a very simple loan, and he looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've done Sims already for Wonder Kids, and this guy was of course on the list and turns into one of the best players in the world. He's got such good dribbling, first touch, pace and determination, which for this season for us is exactly what we need. I'm looking for someone that can come off the bench and make a real impact, because every time I look on the bench, Callum Wilson looks fantastic, but I can't bring him on out wide. I don't really want to use Isaac out there. Matthias Tell can certainly do that role of being a goal scorer out on the wing. I think Harvey Barnes, Mickey Almiron, Anthony Gordon and Jacob Murphy don't really have that about them, whereas I think Matthias Tell actually does. So that is the difference with Matthias Tell. I'm going to offer and see if we can get him in. If he doesn't come in, we'll look elsewhere, but that is the most exciting player I can find so far to play that role, and he might even leave us even more money to go ahead and try and find someone else. Now, this seems expensive, but also worth it, because I do want to bring in some players on deadline day, and Matt Targett wants to leave the club on, well, he wants a brand new contract, and I'm not interested in giving him a, big new contract, so we're going to try and see if we can get rid of him by hiring an intermediary. And we've also got the Champions League group stage today as well, which is very, very exciting. Now, let me just make sure we don't blow your ears out. Let me just drop that down a little bit, and if we view the draw, there should be some beautiful Champions League music, which isn't too loud, I hope. I mean, it might be too loud. I really hope it isn't. We are going to start the draw, and we are going to skip through this ourselves and get all the groups out of the way to start things off. So, Group 1, Barcelona and Leipzig. Group 2, Benfica and Dortmund. Group 3, Feyenoord and Manchester United. Group 4, Parthenope and Atletico Madrid. Obviously, that's Napoli. Group 5, Manchester City and Real Madrid. What a group that is. Group 4, 5, 6, whatever it is, PSG and Porto. 7, Bayern and Inter. 8, Sevilla and Arsenal. Group A, again, is Barca, Leipzig and Milan. Group 2, Benfica, Dortmund and Shakhtar. Group 3, United, Feyenoord and Salzburg. Group 4, Napoli, Atletico Madrid and Marseille. Group 5, City, Real Madrid and Lazio. What a group. We did not want to be in Group E. Group F is PSG, Porto and Red Star Belgrade. Group 7 is Bayern, Inter, PSV, and the final group is Sevilla, Arsenal, Young Boys, which then now we can get drawn in. So it's Barcelona, Leipzig, AC Milan and Ludogorets, thankfully not ourselves. We can be in this group as well. Benfica, Dortmund, Shakhtar. I wouldn't mind. Real San Sebastian. Group C, Feyenoord, United, Leipzig. Obviously, Salzburg, we can't be in that one, so it's Lens. Group D is Napoli, Atletico Madrid, Marseille, and Galatasaray. Group 5, we cannot be in, so Man City, Real Madrid, Lazio, and Union Berlin. What a group. PSG, Porto, Red Star Belgrade and Celtic, we still dodged that one. But Bayern, Inter, PSV, and Newcastle. Still a very, very tough group indeed. And very similar to real life, Newcastle getting handed a tough group, but hopefully we can get through. We have got a loan offer here for Target, which has apparently been withdrawn, which is a shame because I didn't do anything to do with that, so that's always fun. But we're about to step into transfer deadline day, which is always a fun day on FM. And if we can get Matt Target out of the door and we can bring in Matthias Tell, it could be a very, very fun day indeed. So let's wait and see what anything in this 15 hours has to bring us. Well, I can see a very, very fun message just in front of me. Number 1 is a loan offer for Elliot Anderson. I'm not interested in letting Elliot Anderson leave. And the other one is Matthias Tell for £2.4 million of this transfer window. He's going to be joining Newcastle United for this season, and that right there is a fantastic piece of business. Just 2.5-star player, 5-star potential. Look at them stats. This man running down the wing off the bench is going to be absolutely lights out good. He's agreed to be a squad player as well, so he's not going to be expecting to start every single game and kick his toys out of the pram. Matthias Tell, what a signing. And it leaves us still with £6 million to go ahead and spend as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So let's see what the deadline day players, if there's anyone here that sort of tickles my fancy. I always like looking through this list. I normally get rid of anyone that's not an A rating because they're the only normally interesting ones. Both of them maybe a little bit too expensive. And then if we carry on going down, B+ is Mark Cucurella. I'm alright, thank you, Mark. Diego Costa for 65 million, again a bit pricey. Carlos Soler might be a decent signing to get in. Very well-rounded midfielder, looks actually very, very good, but not going to go for him. Let's just see if we can see if Matt Target leaves the club. Not quite yet. Once that gets done, we'll have even more money and just a few hours to go. Well, I found someone I like the look of. A little bit of a wild card. I like to sort of do these as well. There's only an hour left of deadline day, so I've got no idea if it's even going to go through or if you guys even see this piece. But Vicente Pizarro is a Chilean central midfielder / CDM. He looks very aggressive, very, very good. Great teamwork, great pace, concentration decisions. He's very good mentally. Maybe needs to improve that technical bit as well. But we can do negotiations here. We've done a squad player regular starter if he gets over a 7 average rating in the games he does play, which I don't mind. So let's just see if they're happy with that, and they are. We can get him in on maybe 60 grand a week, which is a lot, but as a 20-year-old Chilean midfielder, he looks fantastic. We've got 45 minutes left to try and get the deal done. We actually have got it done for Vicente Pizarro, £3.8 million. My little gem of the save. Can Vicente Pizarro be anyone good? He looks alright, to be fair, to just pluck him out of absolutely nowhere. I'm quite happy with that. We've signed a little player that we didn't expect to sign. Vicente Pizarro is going to be in this Newcastle side. We'll ask Trippier to, make him feel welcome. We'll send him on that intensive language course. We've had nothing back from the sale of Matt Target. Eventually, nothing happened with that one. He must have rejected it. So he is still around at the club, but 2 brand new signings are in. Vicente Pizarro and Matthias Tell, who I cannot believe is here at Newcastle. 2 fantastic signings. We've got Arsenal in just a couple of days' time, where both of them probably going to get a little taste of Premier League football. So let's get into it. Deadline day complete. It's now time to make a charge on the league, on the Champions League, and really settle in to this Premier League season. Well, it's becoming a stronger and stronger chance that Vicente Pizarro could actually end up playing in this game against Arsenal. Sancho Tonali has got a 3-game ban, and Joe Linton is injured for 3 to 5 days. And for that aggressive central midfielder, maybe there's no one better in our squad than Vicente Pizarro. So let's have a little look at this team then for this game against Arsenal. We've got some changes to be made. Tonali is certainly going to be coming out, and we're just going to put Pizarro there for now. He's probably not going to go there straight away. But to be honest, with Willock injured, Tonali injured, Joelinton injured, I think he plays probably with... we're going to go with Elliot Anderson and Pizarro in midfield. Pizarro is the box-to-box. I'm a big fan. And then we're going to go, obviously, with Matthias Tell on the bench with Harvey Barnes, Lewis Marley, Longstaff, Dummett, Lascelles, Tino. I'm probably going to start Harvey Barnes in this game as well over Miggy Almiron and keep Gordon on that right-handed wing. But a new debut here for Vicente Pizarro, a player I've never heard of until about 15 minutes ago. He's going to come in and be the number 12 for Newcastle United. Matthias Tell with that number 16. An exciting new midfielder. Let's see what he can do in his debut for Newcastle at home against Arsenal, who are, I believe, currently doing very well. I think City are top of the league with a ridiculous goal difference, but Arsenal are also top of the league with a +9 goal difference. So let's get into it then. The second game of the episode. We've had deadline day. We've had a very tough game against United. We're currently seeing in 5th place, which I'm very happy with. Very boring start to this game. Neither team was shot until the 15th minute, but 2 yellow cards. One from Elliot Anderson, one from Tomiyasu. Pizarro hasn't got a red card yet, so we must be doing something correct. Absolutely nothing is going on, and I'm talking absolute waffle for 30 minutes of Football Manager without a single highlight until now. A free kick with Martin Odegaard standing over it, with Saliba standing directly next to him, which is a bit odd. Odegaard with the ball in, Barnes with the clearance. Going to fall back into the box. It's going to fall out to Odegaard, who gets a great strike on it. Oh my God. How is this game still 0-0? A fantastic strike from Odegaard, hits the post. Pope is down on the floor. Martin Elliott falls to him. He has a shot. Great save from Nick Pope to keep this one at 0-0. Anthony Gordon booked as well now. We're being a little bit dominated by Arsenal. 65% possession. We're at home as well. And a very boring first half. Wraps that one up. I'm going to say we're not happy. We're not taking any more shots. We've had a very poor start to this game. Let's demand more from the lads. And what are Arsenal doing which is stopping us? I think we maybe try and go a bit more long ball over the top to him and pass the ball into space. We've got pace, and I imagine with 2 inverted wing back and full back, they're going to be very aggressive. So let's see if we can try and catch them out. Arsenal retaining possession from the front. Thomas Partey back into Gabriel, finds Declan Rice, who finds Martinelli. Trippier have a good challenge, and I think we're going to get another red card here, aren't we? Elliot Anderson brought down Declan Rice and got a second yellow card. And in both games of today's episode, we've managed to get a red card. And it's not even for our aggressive new little Chilean in Vicente Pizarro. He's done nothing wrong. I'm going to just stick to a base double DM. I'm going to make these two just fullbacks on support. And just go to a 4-2-2, 4-2-2-1, I suppose. And try and win this game purely on the counter-attack and going direct. Being quite slow with it, very direct, passing it in space. We'll take off being more expressive as well and just see if we can try and hold on again. A bit of an annoying episode, to be fair. We've had obviously a couple of brand new signs, which is fun, but 2 red cards in 2 massive games, both from central midfielders, is very frustrating. Great ball down the line there to Saka, who gets it in, and exactly like the Manchester United game, within 30 seconds of conceding the red card, we've conceded a goal, which is helpful and completely ruins our game plan yet again, which is very frustrating. A very frustrating episode. Free kick down the edge of the box from Martin Odegaard, and this is going to be one of them episodes where we look back on when we've won the league at the end of our first season and we've gone the treble, and we'll forget it. We'll remember it with fond memories of where we've come from. Good save there from Nick Pope. A good little corner, a good little free kick there from Martin Odegaard. Corner ball for Martinelli. What's he going to do with it? He's going to whip it in, and we're going to get that one clear. But it's a game of holding on again to the goal difference, which is very annoying. I mean, there's absolutely no harm here in bringing on Matthias Tell to see if he can make a difference in this one. Anthony Gordon has been booked, so we might as well get him off, and we'll get Miggy Almiron on as well. More energy, more passion, more energy. Don't know why that came into my head there. We're going to also change Pizarro to a Segundo Volante and just see if he can be more aggressive in that central midfield role. Just 15 minutes to go, and we're actually on the ball creating a chance until Trippier decides to play in red and white today and finds Saka, who finds Jesus, and a good shot and a good save from Pope. Looked like we were actually retaining a little bit of possession until we just go and give the ball away absolutely instantly. And Isaac's apparently absolutely battered, which, to be fair, being up front in the zone, I'm not surprised. We're going to pause this one and bring on Callum Wilson. And we'll bring on Tino Livramento as well, because Trippier's apparently not having the most fantastic game, which, as captain, when we're down to 10 men, isn't the most helpful thing in the world. We're doing set the ball there with Bruno Guimaraes. And Gabby Jesus has brought down Isaac on the counter-attack with an absolutely nothing highlight, but nice to see Gabby Jesus as being nice and dirty. We've got a goal kick then from Aaron Ramsdale. Gabriel on the ball, finds Zinchenko into Declan Rice. I imagine Arsenal are playing quite a slow style of play at the moment, just knocking the ball about and dominating us. Odegaard on the ball again, finds Saka, and Dan Burn steps up to try and intercept. And Matthias Tell, body on the line of a great challenge, does fall with a long range effort, but Matthias Tell shows me some passion to kick things off there, going in with a challenge, and a good challenge at that as well. Good save from Nick Pope from the adjacent shot. Martinelli with a corner ball cleared by Dan Burn, and Declan Rice is going to retain possession for Arsenal. Finds Martinelli again with outrageous amounts of space, luckily offside, and just 10 minutes to go. I think we go back to being a bit more positive and just see if we can nick a late goal in this one. We have got another highlight, which is good to see. Ramsdale finding Gabriel on the ball. Zinchenko now for Arsenal down this left-hand side. Good pressure from Miggy Almiron. Forces the ball back to Gabriel again. I thought that was going to be intercepted there by Isaac, but not quite. And Arsenal are going to counter-attack very well there. And Gabby Jesus for another chance. And Nick Pope is certainly earning his wages this week. Another good save from Nick Pope. He earned it last week as well, obviously down to 10 men. Conceding 3 last week, but again, about 30 shots on him. And a very similar game, this one, for our defence. Odegaard the ball in. Good challenge there from Matthias Tell to win that one. And with just 4 minutes to go, we are going to just try and chuck this game forward a little bit. We'll go attacking. We are playing very direct with just 20 seconds to go. That is going to be the game, which isn't the worst result in the world. If we lost 1-0 at the start of the game, I wouldn't have been too angry, but going down to 10 men again just feels like we've let ourselves down. I'm going to say we're not happy, and we're going to return next episode, hopefully with no more red cards. We are down to 9th in the league, but I did say again last episode we had 2 very good results to kick things off. We had a 3-0 victory against Luton, a 3-2 victory against Liverpool. I'm going to bring you guys back for the game against Bayern Munich, and probably maybe a game against Wolves and Burnley. We'll have maybe quite a nice little, or maybe Bayern, Burnley and Spurs. We'll have a nice little run there. And then I'll probably bring you guys back again for the double header next episode. If you hit 20 likes for the game, Man City, PSV and Chelsea seems like another good little triple header. But I need to see you guys smash the support. So hit 20 likes on this one for another episode of the Newcastle United beta save tomorrow. And for a double upload tomorrow, make sure them 20 likes are hit. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.